Hello everybody, I'm your brother 9, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. In the last episode, I believe it was the episode where we went into the Rocket Game Corner. Yes, we took down Giovanni, and then we followed that up by grabbing the Sylph Scope. I believe so. Let's go check this bad boy out over in our key items. Yeah, there it is. A scope that makes unseeable Pokemon visible is made by Sylph Company. And in this episode, we're going to be heading out of Celadon City to the west, which has Route 16, to find another Pokemon sprawled out in a deep and comfortable slumber that we can do nothing about. But up here, we have something that we can cut. Yeah, there's also some grass up here. I do believe there are new Pokemon here, but I'm not going to talk about them just yet. And don't worry about that. We'll get to them eventually when we actually travel down this route. How'd you get in? Good effort. I just cut. How'd you get in, old man? That's probably the same exact way that I got in. The important thing here on Route 16 is this little girl. Oh dear, you found my secret retreat. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. I'll make it up to you with this. We got HM02, which is Fly. It's a wonderfully convenient move. Please put it to good use. Fly, if you give it to a Pokemon and you use it, you can fly to any town. You can fly to any town or any Pokemon Center that you have previously visited, which is fantastic. It's basically this game's version of a fast travel and is probably the best HM move. Now, in terms of what Fly is for an actual attacking move, the Pokemon, I think it's a like 90 base attack, I believe, maybe, I could be wrong about that, but it's a 2-turn attack like Dig, where the Pokemon goes to a semi-invulnerable state, flying up in the air on one turn, and then comes down to do damage the next turn. So it's alright, not good for competitive play because you can easily be read and switched out on and all sorts of stuff like that, but it's still okay. It's good for casual because NPCs, they don't care if you're doing Fly or any of that stuff. They don't like to switch out. But as you can see, we could not continue down Route 16. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back over to the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town. We could head to Saffron City, but we still can't do everything there that I would like to do. Oh, hey, actually, you know what? While we're on our way back, we'll shock you with our twin power. These are the only trainers on this route that I did not fight, and that is because they have something a little special. It is a double battle. We heard about this, I think, in Lavender Town, and a double battle is something they introduced in Generation 3, and it's actually really cool, and it is now the standard for all, like, VGC battles, the video game championships, for all Pokemon battles, which is really, really cool, and there's a lot of crazy stuff that you can do in double battles. The mechanics go really deep. Like, I could use Magnitude, and I can hit everyone on the field, including my Pokemon, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we'll use Rock Slide, and we'll hit both Pokemon on the other side, or Clefairy will avoid, and we'll only hit a Jigglypuff. That's cool, too. And this is why I didn't want to do this battle off-screen, because I figured it's the first double battle that you can see. There aren't a lot of double battles in the game. I believe, actually, that girl and the guy over on Route 16 near where we got Fly, I believe that's a double battle as well, in which I could have shown that one, but this is fine. We're not going to have any problems with this battle. Hopefully this Rock Slide hits both of them, then we'll be good. Oh, Clefairy is doing something great, where it's using Follow Me, which means if I had attacked Jigglypuff with just a Jigglypuff attack and move, I would have actually been retargeted to attack just Clefairy rather than attacking Jigglypuff, which is really cool and can be kind of crazy useful. However, I used something like Rock Slide, which didn't make a difference because I was gonna attack both members on either side anyways. Alright, there you go, twins. Take out your cute little Pokemon. Give me like tiny little bit of experience. Our twin power! Oh no, your twin power, whatever will you do? Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, we can bike into that old man and bother him for a little bit. We can come here into Lavender Town and heal up real quick just because Arden got put to sleep. You know how it is. You know how it is. Wait. I did say yes, didn't I? I don't know why you didn't take my point. I was holding down the B button because it's just a kind of thing that I do, but I didn't actually press it there. Maybe it just kind of accidentally registered, like I slightly moved my finger a little bit. Okay, I see you. But now, I would like to actually take out the Pokemon Tower. We came here before, and we could have gone in here, we could have gone close to the top of the tower, but we would have seen that there was a lot of stuff preventing us from actually completing the tower, which is why I waited to attack the tower now. However, it would have been a good idea to at least fight Gary then, because we do have a fight with Gary, and we're gonna be a tad over-leveled for the fight, which will be alright. Hey, Dallas, what brings you here? Is your Pokemon dead? Hey, it's alive! I can at least make them faint. Let's go! Wow, okay, do you want to make them dead? Is that what you're trying to say to me? That you really want to make them dead? Alright. His first Pokemon is Pidgeotto, level 25 with the ability Keen Eye. Moves are Gust, Sand Attack, Quick Attack, and Whirlwind. This is the same Pidgey that we have seen up to this point. It is a very formidable foe if it can get off some Sand Attacks, but we're going to hope that it doesn't do that. And if it does, then we're going to hope that it goes for a Whirlwind. But it looks like we're going to do just fine. Man, this thing's attack is times 0.25 because we intimidated it and we burned it. It's doing nothing to Arden. Arden's not even that defensive. This is fantastic. Alright, Gary, what do you got next? Next up is Gyarados. Gyarados is level 23 with the ability Intimidate. Moves are Thrash, Tackle, and Bite. Now, Gyarados is a little interesting because it's not actually... He has 3 Pokemon now. Before he had a, well, he doesn't have 3 Pokemon. He has a new, how do I want to say this? Before he had Eradicate. Now instead of the Eradicate, he has either 2 of 3 different Pokemon that round out the type coverage for his starter. So if he has a Charmeleon, or yeah, because if you chose Bulbasaur and he is a Charmeleon, his other 2 Pokemon will be Gyarados and Execute. If you chose Charmander, his other 2 Pokemon will be Growlithe and Execute. And if you chose, what's the last one? Squirtle, like me, his other 2 Pokemon will be Gyarados and Growlithe. So he rounds out the type coverage of Grass, Water, Fire with these 3 Pokemon, which is really good for him to do, and he chooses fantastic Pokemon to do so. I mean, Growlithe, I have a Growlithe, Gyarados is a great Pokemon, Execute's it's a decent Grass-type Pokemon, I would say so. I don't need James Pond to be alive for the rest of this battle, so we're just gonna go in and hopefully not have to worry about this Razor Leaf doing too much. We are pretty defensive, and we are 12 levels above, so we'll be just fine. Now, one thing that people like to theorize about is the fact that up until this point, Gary has used the same team, where he starts off with his starter Pokemon, of course, and then he grabs a Rattata, a Pidgey, and then an Abra, and he starts leveling them up and stuff. But then we get to this point, after fighting him back on SS and he has taken the Raticate off of his team, and he's switched it out for these other 2 Pokemon, right? Now, people like to theorize that we actually killed his Raticate, and that's what he's doing here at Pokemon Towers. He's burying his dead Raticate, which is very morbid, and sometimes y'all need to chill out and just play the games for what they are and appreciate them. However, I do like the theory. I think it's an interesting way to just make connections between stuff, and I doubt if we'll ever confirm whether or not that's what happened. But you know, it's an interesting theory, and one of the most famous actually from the Pokemon Red and Blue situation. But that is everything for this battle. I am sorry, Gary, but we completely decimated your team once again. This time was mainly because we were really overleveled and we should have fought you before. How's your Pokedex coming? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the bigger Marowak. Where could they be? I bet there aren't any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish. Unlike you. Wow, okay, smell you later. Yeah, get out of here, Gary. We don't want any of your nonsense. Speaking of Cubone... Actually, you know what? Before I do that, even we could identify the wayward ghosts. A Silph Scope might be able to unmask them. If he just evolved his Cubone, then he'd get a Marowak, because Cubone evolves in a Marowak. Yo, alright, so on the second floor, or I guess all the floors above the first floor, you'll get this kind of mist nonsense, which actually means that you can encounter wild Pokemon. And this is a trainer. I don't know why I'm fighting this trainer. I definitely don't need to fight that trainer, but I'll take the EXP for sure. So yes, you can encounter Pokemon. Aww, there we go. I was really hoping that that would happen. And it's a Ghastly. Now, if you don't have the Sylph Scope, this Ghastly will actually appear as some kind of like shadowy spirit thing that you don't know what it is, but it might be a Pokemon because you can get in battle with it and stuff. And it's kind of awkward and you can't really do everything you need to. But if you come here with the Sylph Scope, you will be able to encounter the Pokemon in the Pokemon Tower, which we have 2 new encounters in the Pokemon Tower. The first of which is Ghastly. This Pokemon is a monster, and not because it's a ghost. 130 special attack baked into 110 speed is a delicious special sweeper recipe that's just waiting to happen. But the first thing that's drawn Gengar back is that it has defenses that are as thin as its body on the physical plane of existence. It will not be taking hits easily. However, this is a bit remedied by the fact that it has 3 immunities. These being normal and fighting, because of its ghost typing, and then thanks to its handy-dandy Gen 3 ability, which is Levitate, it is also immune to ground. This means that Gengar can reliably switch into all sorts of moves. Most importantly, it can switch into Earthquake. Now, Gengar's second problem is that it has no reliable special stab moves because both Ghost and Poison are physical types in Generation 3. However, Gengar's move pool is deep and allows it to nab some great attack moves like Thunderbolt, Ice Punch, Explosion, Giga Drain, and even good support moves like Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Dissonant Bond, and Hypnosis. Gengar is a straight up monster, and this is only what I believe to be its second worst generation, with Generation 2 being the worst that it has for competitive play. However, as you can see, I am using it on my team this round because I have been putting off Gengar for a very long time for my playthroughs, and I am super excited to use it because Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon. Also, I should be using Repels. I do want to catch a Gengar, but I think we'll wait to the higher levels to catch a Gengar because they will be higher. If we higher levels, I mean higher floors, so that I can get a higher leveled Gengar. Ah, we have a trainer. You are not required, but I will fight you on screen anyway, so we can see what you got. Jody, you have a Ghastly. So really, you're not much different than every other trainer or not every other trainer, every other Pokemon we're seeing here. All of these channelers pretty much just have Ghastlys. I think that's all they have. Now, as for the other encounter on this route, in the Pokemon Tower, which Gary was talking about, it is Cubone. Cubone has below average stats all around except for the great defense. And this means that it gets outclassed by many other ground types, specifically Sandslash, and then of course there are other ones that are just even better. However, if you give it the item Thick Club, which is an item that's only useful for Cubone and Marowak, its attack stat doubles up to 160, which is insane. That's so high. That's like Machamp. I think that's higher than Machamp. I don't remember what Machamp's attack stat was, but it was also really high, and that's even higher. However, it is held back by its slow speed and its low HP, which is kind of lame. Now right here, we enter the Purified and Protected Zone, which means our Pokemon get fully healed. So if you're having a problem with all these channelers and all their ridiculousness, just come and touch these 8 squares that you can touch, and you will heal your Pokemon. Come, child, I have purified this space. You can rest here. Now we can fight either of these two, but I think we'll fight this one just because it's less walking. Okay, well, let's hope that we can, you know what? This Ghastly is level 17. That's a pretty high Ghastly. I'm hoping that Flame Wheel doesn't take it down. Maybe. I know Ghastly has low defense. Dang. Alright, well, that's fine. Now, I could catch Ghastly's second evolution, Haunter, because you can find Haunter in the Pokemon Tower, but that would not mean that I'd have Ghastly in my Pokedex, which would not be the greatest idea. Hey, speaking of Haunter, what is up? How's it going? Level 23? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. However, I have Bite, and I'm 9 levels above you, so, like, really, this is nothing for me at all. Chandler Tammy. I almost want to switch Pokemon out for my wild encounters, just so that I can encounter a Pokemon that I can catch, and I can not take it out with either of my 2 moves. That would be kind of pretty sweet, but I don't want to switch Pokemon out because I still have to fight trainers. Get. I don't know if that was supposed to be a laugh or if that person is just like practicing. It's Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer. I don't know if you were trying to laugh at me, which if you were, that's a little awkward. That makes me think of Kome and Kotake from The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, who have a killer theme, by the way. I really like their theme, and they're kind of hilarious as well. All right, do I have to fight this nerd too? Is it just gonna be? I do have to fight you, and it's gonna be the same thing. It's just gonna be another Ghastly fight. It's gonna be, it might be a Haunter. Either way, it's one Pokemon, one Ghost Pokemon, one turn. All this build up of everyone coming in, showing their Pokemon, Intimidate happening. Then I use Bite. You go down, you give me your money, you say your stuff, you're like, oh, how could you ever beat me? I only have 4 Pokemon, and it's a Ghastly, and it's low leveled. I don't know how it could ever happen. And then we move on with our lives, and you don't ever do anything ever again. Okay, here we go. This is hopefully interesting. It's a level 16 Ghastly, which is probably gonna die from my flamethrower, my flame wheel. Let's watch. Now I could use Takedown, but that would do nothing. Maybe I should try to throw just like some Pokeballs or something. Hey, a rare candy! Not bad at all. I'm down with that. Be gone, intruders! So when you get to the top of Pokemon Tower, the ghost appeared! The Silscope unveiled the ghost's identity. The ghost was Marowak! Go, Ardent! So yeah, had you come here before and you didn't have the Silscope, all the wild encounters would have been just a bunch of ghosts, and you wouldn't have been telling like what kind of Pokemon they are. And you'd get up to this point, and you can't you can fight and you can try to defeat the Pokemon and stuff, but you can't because it's a ghost and you can't actually attack it. So you have to get the Silph to do this fight before you can move on whatsoever. And you might recognize Marowak. It's kind of an important thing if you remember some stuff about what was happening earlier in the series when we were at Lavender Town last time, where they're talking about Team Rocket taking Cubone's mother, and now we have a ghost of a Marowak. Yeah, the ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. It's some heavy stuff, honestly. Lavender Town throws some heavy themes at you. They don't play around here. Oh, baby. And up here at the top, we have Team Rocket. Let's go. Team Rocket fight number 1. What do you want? Why are you here? I'm here to take you guys out. You and all your stupid things that you do. All of you nerds. Taking Pokemon, killing Pokemon, doing all sorts of gross stuff. I really don't like you, Team Rocket. This is the point of the game where I like, for the most part, Team Rocket's not bad early game. It's like, they were just chilling in Mount Moon, doing the things. Okay, so they were a petty little thief that took the TM dig from those 1 people. Cool, whatever, what do I care? It's just dig. That's something the police can take care of, but I guess I took care of. And then you get to here, Lavender Town, and it's like, they're taking Pokemon, they're killing Pokemon, they're doing all sorts of really bad stuff. And of course, then you go to the the Rocket Game Corner, and you find their hideout where they're like selling Pokemon, like thousands of Pokemon at the Game Corner and doing all sorts of grossness there. And then you actually go through this tower and you find out they were the ones that actually like killed Cubone. It's all sorts of gross stuff and just makes you really dislike Team Rocket more and more for what they are, which makes this all the more satisfying when we're taking them out. Though that Golbat just tanked that Flame Wheel like crazy. This isn't even going to be a 2-ko. If I can even attack, because I'm about to get wrecked. Whew, we're in there. Yo, snap out of confusion. If we could burn it, then it'd get burned? Maybe? Oh. It used Astonish. Dang. I think that means we're going to miss out on experience points. Oh, wait. Oh, because we send our Pokemon out first. Alright. James Pond, get out there. You big ol' lug you. Yeah, grab that experience points. Nice kill steal. Oh, right at the end, too. That's just to give James Bond even more experience, why not? I'm not gonna forget this! Yeah, that's right, get out of here. That's what you should do. This old guy marched right up to our hideout. Then he starts ranting about how Team Rocket's abusing Pokemon, so we're just talking it over as adults. You're talking it over as adults? I'm sure that's what you're doing. That sounds very civilized, and just like what Team Rocket is. They're the most civilized people ever. Does Coughing have what I think it has? It does have Levitate! Darn. Okay. In that case, we'll have to do some other things, and our accuracy fell? That's not good, because that means Rock Slide's very likely to miss, though we did hit the first one, which is important. He's gonna make it go down. Rock Slide's already a very inaccurate move. Oh man, here we go, here we go. Yes! That's 2! That's what I'm talking about. Baby. Now let's just hope your other Pokemon isn't like a Zubat or a Golbat or something. It's a Drowsy. There we go, we're in there. We just have to make sure we hit this Magnitude 6. Oh baby, I believe that is it for Drowsy. Darn, it wasn't. And he disabled. No, what do I do? We'll go for Rock Slide, even though it's very likely. How am I so lucky that we have 2 smoke screens out here, and I have hit every single Rock Slide I've thrown out, and the Magnitude? That's 3 Rock Slides, which are already very inaccurate. Trumito coming through. Way to go. Pokemon are only good for making money. Why not use them? You stay out of our business. Ugh. Gross. Get out of here. You're not saving anyone, kid. Alright, our last battle. It's not even Giovanni or some executive or anything. It's just another grunt who has 4 Pokemon. Oh, buddy. He's got something new for sure. Though, one thing is in Pokemon Yellow, one thing I've always remembered from Pokemon Yellow is that this last fight here in the Pokemon Tower isn't actually against this Rocket Grunt. It's against Jesse and James, because they're actually in the games, which rhymes, by the way. Jesse James in the games. Woo, nice rhyming. But, yes, Jesse and James are actually in the games for Pokemon Yellow, because, you know, Pokemon Yellow is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be taken after the anime, where you're getting all the starters, you get Pikachu, and you also get to fight Jesse and James. I think they have a Meowth, if I'm not mistaken, too, which I think is funny because Meowth usually doesn't fight for the most part in the anime. It just kind of does his thing, his whole building thing, and yelling at Jesse and James for being incompetent losers. There we go, that's it. Don't fight us, Rockets! I just did that, and I beat you. You're not getting away with this. I think I am. Hey there, old man. You came to save me. Thank you, but I came here all of my own free will. I came to calm the spirit of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us. You're welcome. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon House, at the foot of this tower. Hey, here we go. Dallas, your Pokédex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Without deep love for Pokemon, your quest may fail. I'm not sure if this will help you, but I'd like you to have it. We received a Pokeflute! Upon hearing the Pokeflute, sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. Try using on Pokemon that are sleeping obstacles. Oh man, you guys know what that means. it means quite a few things for us. But we'll have to do that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please click that like button. Remember, you can always click subscribe if you want to stay updated on this series and other stuff coming out from me. I hope I will see you in the next episode. We will go back into the Pokemon Tower and go catch us a nice Ghastly for our team. And then we'll head out. We have two different ways. We can go either south from here in Lavender Town or west from Celadon City. We will decide for the next episode. And I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.